Can I ask you a quick question on your end? What's your level of concerns about the president, the strength of the president's coalition as we head into Michigan tonight and the opposition that he's facing among progressives, particularly when it comes to his handling of Israel?
I'm very hopeful that we're moving toward a pause. I've just returned from a trip to Israel, Jordan, and Lebanon, as well as Ukraine. I'm convinced that a pause is within reach. I'm very hopeful that it will be accomplished literally within days. And what we need is continued pressure and persuasion by the administration to the Netanyahu government that a pause is in Israel's interest in reducing casualties and providing more humanitarian aid absolutely vital.
But what about just the weakness of his coalition heading into November?
I think the Biden coalition is strong, alive and well, and focused on the basic accomplishments of this administration as it will be on Election Day. I am very, very hopeful that a pause can diminish some of the apparent friction involved in that coalition, but I think it will hold together.
And as we head into Friday, your level of concerns about a shutdown at this point?
I'm very concerned about a shutdown because it would be so catastrophically damaging to the country. I hope we can avoid it. We're working hard, and I'm hopeful that we can reach a conclusion, but it takes people focus on the real end game here, which is not unnecessary and frivolous riders to prove a point or make a political stunt.
Do you think you're going to need a CR to avoid a shutdown this weekend, or do you?
We'll know probably at the end of the day. I think we may well need a CR, but it will depend on the meeting today with the president, and I'm hopeful that we can make some progress. The consensus is there on what appropriations should be. It's simply a matter of eliminating some of the extraneous political stunts that are ongoing in the House.
On aid to Ukraine, there was already 2 years anniversary of Russia's war, but there is no aid to Ukraine so far from the United States. What is the future of this bill in your opinion?
I've just come back from Ukraine. Literally 3 days ago, I sat across from President Zelensky at a conference table in Lviv. What I saw in his eyes was a steely determination, but also heartbreak that perhaps the United States will fail to be the reliable ally that it promised. And I think we have an urgent moral imperative, but also our own national security interest that should lead us right away to provide the military aid and humanitarian assistance that Ukraine desperately needs. Ukraine will lose. Putin will win unless the United States fulfills its moral and political obligation in our own self-interest, because our troops will do the bleeding and dying on the battlefield if we don't aid Ukrainians who are bleeding and dying right now.
Are you concerned about an automatic? You said you're concerned